Hello students, good morning and welcome to our maths class. After completing that first chapter rational numbers, we started linear equations. Actually linear equations is a simple concept, but when we got some theory problems will be a little bit difficult. So we completed the first exercise. In the second exercise we have only 4 problems. Today we may complete the 4 problems. So I request all of you, please open your textbooks. Compulsory you have to read the question. Don't start, don't listen to the class, don't listen to the procedure, don't see the procedure unless you read the question. I will give time, so you please read the question from the textbook, then only see the procedure how I am solving. Once you have to read the question. If it is not a theory, if it is only a problematic, only direct steps, then in that case no need of reading or understanding, directly we can start. But when theoretical question is given, compulsory you have to read. So open the textbooks. Open the textbooks. This is 2.2 exercise. Yesterday we completed 13th, now 14th problem. 14th problem. Each is different and all are difficult only because there is no relation between one problem and another problem. One problem is on different concepts, next problem is on different concepts. So very complicated problems, you have to do lot of practice, otherwise you will forget everything and you will not know knowing what to do and how to do. No steps. So theory problems means you have to practice and you have to understand the question. See here, 14th problem. A sum of 500 is in the form of denomination 5 rupee notes. ₹5, 10 rupee. We have some 5 rupee notes, 10 rupee notes. Total we have 90 notes. How many notes? Total 90 notes we have. But the value is 500 rupees. We have some 500 notes, some 1000 notes. Total how many notes we have? 90 notes. But the value of the notes is 500 rupees. 500 rupees we have. So how many 5 rupee notes, how many 10 rupee notes we have? You have to tell. How many 5 rupee notes, how many 10 rupee notes you have? Total number of notes should be 90, but the value of the note should be 500 rupees. Suppose we have say 85 rupee notes, 65 rupee notes, 30 10 rupee notes. For example, 65 rupee notes. If 65 rupee notes means remaining total notes will be 90. So 30 10 rupee notes. So 65 rupee notes means what is the cost? 65 rupees notes, each 5 rupees. So total 60 into 500, 300 rupees. 30 10 rupees notes. What is the value of 30 10 rupees notes? 300. So total value is 600, but it is not 600. This is 500. So how many 5 rupee notes, how many 10 rupees notes you think? How many 10 rupees notes, how many 5 rupee notes you should have? So the total notes will be 90, but the value is 500. That is the question. The value is 500. Already many of you have written the answer, but I don't know whether you have seen the answer in the end of textbook answer, or you are telling your own. So very good. If you are telling your own, great, congratulations. Actually 85 rupees notes, 80 into 5 rupees will be 400 rupees. 10 rupees notes, 10 rupees notes will be 100. 100 plus 400 is 500 rupees. That is a procedure, but it should not be like that. We have to do the steps. You have to do the process. See here. Let number of 5 rupee notes we don't know. We don't know how many 5 rupees notes we have, how many 10 rupees notes we have, we don't know. Let 5 rupees notes be X. How many 5 rupees notes? X. Then how many 10 rupees notes we will have? Because total is 90. If 5 rupee notes X, we have X number of 5 rupee notes means number of 10 rupee notes will be 90 minus X. 90 minus X. Because if 5 rupees notes are 80, 90 minus 80 is 10. Same way, suppose 5 rupee notes are X. We have X notes. Then how many 10 rupees notes we have? Total is 90. So 90 minus X. Right now, steps. Let number of rupees 5 notes is equal to X. Number of rupees 5 notes is equal to X. Steps I am writing. Since total notes are how many? 90. Total notes are 90. It is given in the question. So number of 10 rupees notes. How many 10 rupees notes we have? 90 minus X 10 rupee notes. 1 rupee note, 5 rupee notes X, 10 rupees notes 90 minus X. You have to know this step. This anywhere 5 rupees, you can start with anyone. You can take 10 rupees notes as X, then this will be 90 minus X. Or you can take 5 rupee notes as X, then 10 rupee note will be 90 minus X. Then total value is given as 500 rupees. Total value is given as 500. Total how much money we have? 500 rupees. Then, so as per the problem, how much money we have? How many notes? 5 rupee notes we have? X. Each note is 5 rupees. So total amount is 5 into X. Each 5 rupees. Suppose if you have 2 notes, 5 into 2, 10 rupees. 3 notes, 5 into 3, 15 rupees. 10 notes, 5 into 10, 50 rupees. How many notes we have? X. So 5 into X. Plus 10 rupee notes. 10 rupees into, how many 10 rupee notes we have? 90 minus X is equal to 500. Over. We got the equation. Now solve it, get the X value. Very simple. 5 rupee notes are X. Total cost is 5 into X. 10 rupee notes, how many notes we have? 90 minus X. So 10 into 90 minus X. This is the amount we have. But total amount should be 500. 5x. 900, 10 into 90, 900 minus 10x. 5x minus 10x is minus 5x is equal to 500 minus 900. See, 5x, 10 into 90, 900, 10 into x, 10x is equal to 500. 5 minus 10 is minus 5x. 900 plus 900 right side minus 900. 500 minus 900 is 400. Minus minus cancel. X is equal to 400 by 5. Minus minus cancel, 400, it is into means it will divide. 5 8s are 40, so 80. So 5 rupee notes, X means how many? 80. How many 10 rupee notes we have? How many 10 rupee notes? 90 minus X. 90 minus X is 80. 90 minus 80 is 10. So this is the answer. Number of 5 rupee notes are 80. Number of 10 rupee notes are 10. So total we have 90 notes. and 85 rupees notes means 80 into 5 400 rupees. This is 100 rupees total, 500 rupees, exactly satisfied. So this is the process, and you have to understand number of 5 rupee notes is x, because total notes are 90. If this is x, remaining will be 90 minus x. What is the cost? 5 rupees into x number, 5 into x, 10 rupee into 90 minus x, but it is given as 500. In the given problem it is given 500. 10 into 90 900, 10 into x 10x, 5x minus 10x minus 5x plus 900 right side minus 900, 500 minus 900 minus 400, minus minus cancel, 400 by 5, 5 8 times 80. So if this is x is 80, 90 minus 80 is 10. Completed. So you understand this. Right on. So I think you understood this problem. Go to the next problem. Fifteenth question you read. Page number 44. Fifteenth question, read it. See here. A person spent 564 rupees buying pens and pencils. See here. What is the cost of the pen? 7 rupees. Pencil cost 3 rupees. Pen cost 7 rupees, pencil cost 3 rupees. Pen cost is 7 rupees, pencil cost is 3 rupees. Total number of pens and pencils 108. Total pen and pencils we have purchased 108 items. but cost is 564. Cost is 564. Don't write anything, just for explanation I will write something, and after that I will start the procedure. Only for explanation. See here, this also you please think. We have 564 rupees. How much money we have? 564 rupees we have. Purchase the pens, pencils. Purchase the pens and pencils out of from this money. Total number of pens, you purchase some pens, you purchase some pencils, but total number of pens and pencils should be 108. Total pencils and pens, if you count, it should be 108. So how many pens we have to purchase? How many pencils we have to purchase? How many pens? How many pencils? Suppose 80 pens for example. Then how many pencils? Total 108, no? 108 minus 80 means 28 pencils. Suppose if you purchase 80 pens, then pencils should be 28 because total should be 108. But cost is the bill is 564 rupees. So see, 80 pens means 80 into 7, 87 the 560. 28 pencils, 28 into 3 is 84. So this is 644 rupees. So not, this is not correct. Like that you have to tell how many pens and how many pencils, so that total number of pens and pencils, if you count 1 pen, 2 pens, 3rd pen, 3 pen, 4 pen, pencils, like that if you count, so total should be 108. But bill cost should be 564 rupees. So how many pens and how many pencils we have to purchase? See here. Let the number of pens be x. Then pencils will be 108 minus x because total should be total 108. So if it is 80, 108 minus 80 is 28, like this. So write down, start. Let number of pens is equal to x. Then number of pencils will be how many? Because total should be 108. So if pens are x, pencils will be 108 minus x. Remember this. I am purchasing x pens. Then how many pencils I will purchase? Because total if I count, we have to get 108 only. It should not exceed. Only 108. So therefore if pens are x, pencils will be 108 minus x. Total cost. Total cost is given as 564 rupees. Total how much bill? 564. So what is the bill? Bill, how to calculate the bill? How many pens? What is the cost of the pen? 7 rupees. How many pens we are purchasing? X pens. Each pen 7 rupees. 5 pens, 7 into 5. 10 pens, 7 into 10. 20 pens, 7 into 20. So how many pens we are purchasing? X. 7 into X. What is the cost of pencil? 3. 3 rupees pencil cost. How many pencils we are purchasing? How many pencils? 108 minus x. But total should be 564. Do it and get x. That is the process. All of you are following or not? Mention your branch names. Even if principals or teachers are there in the class, you also mention your branch names. Number of pens, x. Pencils will be 108 minus x because total count should be 108. So the total cost is, pen cost 7 rupees. How many pens we are purchasing? X pens. Pencil cost 3 rupees. How many pencils we are purchasing? 108 minus x. Total is given 564. It is given. This 564 I am not writing. It is given in the question. Seven into x, 7x. 3 into 108. You multiply. 3 into x, 3x. 7x minus 5x. 7x minus 3x is 4x. By 4. 60 times 4, 6 and 24. 7x. 3 into 108, 324. 3 into x, 3x, 564. 7x minus 3x is 4x. Plus 324 right side, minus 324. 564 minus 324 is 240. 4 is in division. 240 by 4 is 60. So x is equal to 60 and 108 minus x means 108 minus 60 is 48. So number of pens 60, pencils 48, total 98. Even you calculate the cost, 60 pens, 60 into each 7 rupees. 60 into 7 is 420 rupees and 48 into 3, and if you add, total we will get 564 rupees. This is the procedure. So number of pens 60, number of pencils 48. See the procedure. First these two steps you have to understand and this equation. After that, this everything you know. Sixteenth question. Read it. Read the problem. Badangpet branch. See here, perimeter of a school volleyball court. School volleyball court. So this is the volleyball court. This is the school volleyball court is 177 feet. Length is twice the width. Width or breadth both are same. See, width or breadth both are same. we call it as a breadth, or we call it sometimes we call it as a width. Most of the times we call it as a breadth only. So width or breadth both are same. Length is twice the width. See here. This is a rectangular volleyball court. Why I am saying that the volleyball court is in the shape of a rectangle? Because the length and breadth, width are given. Length and width will be only for rectangle. So square means only radius will be given. Length and width does not exist for the square. So length and width are given means it should be a rectangle only. No other option. Okay. So what is the width? What is the length? That we have to find. Let width is equal to x. Let width is equal to x. What is the length? See, read the question. Length is twice the width. Twice means two times, double. Length is twice the width. 2 times, that means 2x. Breadth, I took it as x. It is clearly given that length is twice, 2 times, twice breadth, 2x. Oh, right. Let width b is equal to x feet. Because problem is given in feet, I will write feet. Width x, breadth or width, same meaning. Then length is equal to, length is twice, 2 times. Breadth x means length is 2x, 2 times. Breadth is x, then length is twice, 2x. What is the perimeter? How much? What is the perimeter of that rectangular field? See that? 177. 177 it is given. What is the formula for perimeter? 2 into L plus B. Formula for perimeter of the rectangle formula. Perimeter of the rectangle 2 into L plus B. Perimeter of the rectangle is 2 into L plus B. Write down. Substitute the values. Substitute the values and get the answer. L 2x, B x, 2x plus x is 3x. 3 to the total 6x. X is equal to 177 by 6. One 177 by 6. One 177 by 6. Six to the 12. 6 9 the 54. 3 decimal 0 6 5 is a 30. 25.9. 29.5. See here. What is the breadth? X. X is how much? 29.5 feet. What is the length? 2x. 2 into 29.5. Multiply. See here. 2 2 into 5, 10. 2 9 is 18, 19. 2 to the 4 plus 1, 5. Decimal. 59.0 means after decimal there is no value for the last zero. So 59 feet. So this is 29 feet. Length is 59 feet. Breadth is x is 29.5 feet, length is 2x, 2 into 29.5, that is 59 feet. This is the procedure. First breadth is taken as x, length is twice the breadth, twice means 2 times. Perimeter formula 2 into L plus B. L is 2x, breadth is x, total 3x, 3 2 is 6x, 6 in the division. 177 by 6, 29.5. So x is equal to 29.5. 2x is 2 into 29.5, 59. 29.5, 59. This is the answer. After copying it, once again you go through you read the question and go through the process. Then read the 17th question, the last question in the exercise. Seventeenth question. Seventeenth question, sum of page numbers on the facing pages of a book is 373. What are the page numbers? See here. I will explain. This is a book with the 2 page numbers. See here. Like this. There will be a page number here. Say one page number is 100. Next page number will be what? Next page number 101. Page numbers will be serial. So the sum of the page numbers on the facing page like this. If it is like this. So suppose if this is 100 means this is 101. Tell the page number such that sum of the page numbers is 373. Sum of the page numbers should be 373. You tell the page numbers. Suppose 44, 45. What is the sum? 44 plus 45 is 89. Suppose if the one page number is 100, next will be 101 because same 100, 101. So if this is 100, this will be 101. Total 201 page number. Like that, you choose the page numbers. Sum should be 373. What are the numbers you tell? Sum of the page numbers is 373. What should be the page numbers? Sum of the page numbers is 373. You will open the book. One page number say 100. Next page number will be 101. And the page numbers 100 plus 101 should be 373 like that. Open the page numbers. their sum should be 373. What are the page numbers? Check with your textbooks. Sum of the page numbers is 373. See here, this page number is say X page number. Let this page number be X. What is this page number? One more than this is 100 means it is 101. If this is 90 means 91. 120 means 121. So if it is X means next page number is X plus 1. One difference. This page and this page difference is 1. So if this page number is X, this page number will be X plus 1. Sum of these page numbers is 373. Simple. Write down. Let the two page numbers be X is one page number, X plus 1 is second page number. Two page numbers be X comma X plus 1. Sum of the page numbers is given as 373. It is given. Sum of the page numbers is 373. So first page number X, second page number X plus 1. Sum is how much? 373. First page number X, second page number X plus 1. Sum is 373. This page number X, next page number X plus 1. Sum of the page numbers is given as 373. X plus X 2X. 373 plus 1 right side minus 1. X is equal to 372 by 2. Divide. 372 by 2. 2 how many times? 2 ones are 2 8s are 16, 2 6 are. See here. 2 ones are 2 17, 2 8s are 16, 2 6 are. X is equal to 186. X plus 1 means 186 plus 1 is 187. So what should be the page numbers? The page numbers are 186 page number, 187 page number. Add them. This one page number is 186, other page number is 187. If we add them, we will get 370. So this is the last problem in this exercise. Page number 38, 39, 40, 41. Do all examples. Total we have 10. 10 examples you have to do. So this is the homework. Compulsory you do it so that you will get some practice. Okay. Tomorrow we start the third exercise and we will continue. So over. So let us stop here and practice these today's discussed 8 problems and try to solve these 10 examples. Because in exercise I am not giving any homework, I am solving all the problems. So you don't have any work. What is your work? Only examples you have to do. So these 10 examples you practice and do the revision of these 4 problems. Do the revision of the complete exercise. So so that we may have exam. So not maybe this Sunday, next Sunday we may have exam. So I will give the schedule. So tomorrow we start the third exercise. Thank you, students. Bye.